So all you need is one Bitcoin to retire. Is that actually true? Well, today I actually want to talk about that, guys. Okay, I want to talk about that topic that potentially, okay, one Bitcoin could actually retire you in the future. Okay, so you could potentially retire just by simply owning one full Bitcoin. Crazy, right? That is absolutely crazy to think about. So in today's video, that is exactly what I want to talk about because I've been talking about this topic about why you guys should accumulate and own one full Bitcoin, why it's important to own one full Bitcoin. I've been talking about this topic for the longest time now, ever since I started this YouTube channel early of 2022. I made a fair few videos talking about this topic. So in today's video, I want to talk more about it, why you guys should own one full Bitcoin, and why there is in fact a possibility that you could potentially 100% retire just by simply owning one full Bitcoin in the future. Okay, so that's exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, guys, if you guys haven't already. That is always appreciated. And let's begin with today's video. Now, today, okay, I am in fact going to be investing more into Bitcoin. Okay, I am slowly stacking into Bitcoin. You guys know that. So today is in fact DCA day, right? Usually today is the day where I do in fact buy more Bitcoin. So today I am in fact going to be buying more and investing more into Bitcoin, and I'll be investing over $2,000, $2,600 today into Bitcoin. But before we get into that, guys, okay, let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin right now, as I am filming this video, okay, 57,600. So 4 hour time frame, and you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is slightly dropped. Okay, yesterday we saw Bitcoin around $59,000 to $58,000, and today's at $57,000. So today I think it's still a great time to buy. Right now is obviously the best time right now to buy Bitcoin. Okay, today it's down over 2%. So we did in fact see this little drop. So right now is in fact a great time to buy Bitcoin. Okay, it really is. Now I want to show you guys this because this is actually very interesting, and this came out on X. This actually got tweeted out last year, right? Last year in September 2023. So I want to read this out to you guys because it's actually very interesting here. So it says here, can't afford one whole Bitcoin at $26,000, because at the time Bitcoin was in fact trading at $26,000. Times have changed, it's now $57,000, right? But yeah, can't afford one whole Bitcoin at $26,000. Do you think Bitcoin is too expensive? Now, a lot of people, okay, this is for the people out there that say that Bitcoin is too expensive. They can't buy into Bitcoin. They can't simply invest into Bitcoin, okay, because they think it's too expensive. They see the Bitcoin price and they're saying to themselves that it's too expensive. I can't afford to buy into Bitcoin or invest into Bitcoin. This is for you guys. Okay, I really want you guys to listen carefully because it's actually very important. Okay. So this is why using sats are important. One coin is divisible by 100 million satoshis, also known as sats. Year after year, acquiring one Bitcoin gets harder and harder for the average person. This is why the term stacking sats has become more popular. This unit makes more sense for the average person and enables easy accounting. The reality is most people on Earth will never own one whole coin. There will only ever be 21 million coins. There are 8.1 billion people on Earth and 5.25 billion people with a smartphone. So 21 million coins are 5.25 billion people equals 0.004 Bitcoins. Okay, and that's about a couple $100 worth of Bitcoins only, right? Or 400,000 sats equally distributed to every person with a smartphone. But millions of coins are lost. Global population with phones is growing, and several billionaires hold thousands of Bitcoin already. Not to mention the price of one coin tends to 2x, 10x every few years. Realistically, the average person will likely hold much less than 400,000 sats, and very few will ever own one whole coin. So when I hear people say Bitcoin is too expensive, all I hear is a lack of understanding. Satoshi will be the main unit that is used by most people in history, and not coins. Don't focus on not having one whole coin. Focus on slowly acquiring a stack of sats instead. You're not too late. In fact, it's still very early. Get stacking. And then this is just a chart of number of smartphone users worldwide to 2026 to 2028, right? So this is very, very interesting what this person has said here about why you guys should be, stacking and acquiring as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. Why you guys should get at least one full Bitcoin, because it says here, not a lot of people out there, the average person, and of course, people out there, 8 billion people, obviously, if you do the math, 21 million Bitcoins, over 8 billion people that live on Earth, not everyone out there can own one full Bitcoin. So understand, guys, one full Bitcoin will be very, very rare. Today, yeah, in 2024, it's sort of rare to see someone owning one full Bitcoin, but understand, I want to say 10 years from now, a decade from now, seeing someone owning one full Bitcoin will be extremely rare. Understand that, guys. Not everyone out there, okay, can own and accumulate one full Bitcoin, okay? There's over 8 billion people that live on Earth, okay, and there's only 21 million Bitcoins. We can't create any more Bitcoins. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. In fact, it's actually lower than that, right? Because millions of Bitcoins have in fact been lost throughout Bitcoin history. So it's actually lower than 21 million Bitcoins. So that makes it even more scarce. Like 21 million is already scarce itself, but it's lower than that. So it's even more scarce. Bitcoin is the most scarce asset out there, guys. Please understand that. Okay, so obviously the supply is limited, it's low. So obviously the price will rise, right? So yeah, the average person, okay, it's true what he says here as well. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to accumulate and acquire these Bitcoins, because the Bitcoin price will eventually keep rising every single time. Okay, so please understand that, guys. But yes, I showed you guys this chart before, but I want to show you guys it again. Over 1 million Bitcoin addresses now hold 1 Bitcoin or more. So it seems like a lot of people out there are in fact finally understanding where Bitcoin is heading in the future. Okay, so there's over 1 million Bitcoin addresses that hold 1 Bitcoin or more, guys. Think about that. Okay, it's at an new all-time high right now. Okay, and that's 1 million future millionaires. Okay, Bitcoin millionaires. Okay, so obviously in the future, there will in fact be a lot of new millionaires because of them investing simply into Bitcoin. Okay, there will in fact be new future Bitcoin millionaires. Okay, and you guys can for sure be one of them as well. It is still very, very early to be investing into Bitcoin, right? Now, a lot of people out there are in fact saying, okay, that 1 Bitcoin will be worth over $1 million by the year 2030. And we know, guys, Cathie Wood, she has predicted the most bull case scenario for Bitcoin by the year 2030 is over $1 million, $1.48 million, pretty much $1.5 million by the year 2030. Now, by the year 2030, that is literally less than a decade from now, less than 10 years, guys. We are not too far from the year 2030. And she is predicting here that the most, bull case scenario is $1.5 million per coin for Bitcoin by the year 2030. And the base case, $682,000, and the bear case is $258,000. But yeah, I really do believe there is potential that we could potentially see Bitcoin for the first time ever in Bitcoin history reaching $1 million and over $1 million. Okay, now let's just say it doesn't reach, $1 million by 2030. It shouldn't be too far from that. Maybe 2032 to 2034, we could potentially see Bitcoin reaching, this price target of $1 million. Now, I just really want to ask you guys something. Okay, I really want you guys to understand. Okay, and just, hear me out. How much do you guys actually need to retire? Okay, like comfortably. Okay, it shouldn't be too much. Okay, But understand $1 million nowadays, yeah, you can do a fair bit with it. But understand with inflation, everything's getting more expensive. So I feel like nowadays in 2024, $1 million is actually nothing. Okay, yeah, it can be, life changing. You can do a fair bit of things with it, but you cannot retire with $1 million, guys. Unfortunately, okay, that's the truth. Okay, so $1 million is honestly not enough. Okay, I really do believe if you actually want to retire, guys, okay, like $3 million, 4 million, 5 million, and over, like you can live comfortably with those amounts of money. Okay, so I really do believe this is personally my opinion. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me on this one. Maybe you guys don't. Comment down below. But to retire, I think you need more than $1 million. 2 million, that you can do a fair bit with 2 million. You know what I mean? 3 million, 4 million for sure, right? You can easily retire with those amounts of money. Okay, but not with 1 million. Okay, nowadays, like if you simply just want to buy a house, it's like easily over $700,000, and then you have 300K left. You know what I mean? Like it's just, a million can, you can do a lot with a mil, but like it's gonna, eventually just vanish like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like $1 million is not enough. You need a bit more than that, right? So understand, okay, looking at this now, this indicator predicts when Bitcoin will reach $5 million. Now, I want you guys to hear me out. Bitcoin one day can reach $5 million. Okay, now understand, guys, $5 million is obviously a lot of money. Like I said, you can easily retire with $5 million. You really can. Okay, if you really think about it, $5 million nowadays is a lot. Okay, so if we scroll down here, okay, this is a chart showing us that $5 million target after 2028 Bitcoin halving. Okay, so this article is showing us here, and this is coming from, I think, Plan B. This is Plan B's chart showing us here that Bitcoin has the potential to reach $5 million per coin target after the 2028 Bitcoin halving. So it seems like people are in fact predicting here, and this is a very, very high prediction here for Bitcoin in a short amount of time period compared to where we are now in 2024. So in 4 years' time, we could potentially see a $5 million Bitcoin. Think about that, right? But personally, guys, I don't see Bitcoin reaching 5 million by the year 2028. Honestly, I think it's going to be over the year 2030. So potentially maybe 2036, 2038 to 2040, we could potentially see Bitcoin at millions of dollars per coin. But yes, eventually, I do see Bitcoin reaching $5 million per coin easily, right? This is easily going to happen. So understand, if you simply just own one full Bitcoin and Bitcoin reaches $5 million per coin, you're easily retired. You can do a lot with $5 million, but be smart with it. Personally, okay, if I owned, okay, and I'm not going to say the amount of Bitcoins that I own, but yes, guys, when Bitcoin does in fact reach millions of dollars per coin, obviously I will, take some profits, take some money off the table, okay, and I'll actually be smart with it. Maybe reinvest my money into other assets, like maybe starting my own business or something huge like real estate, right? So obviously with 5 mil, you can buy like 3 to 4 houses and then just rent them out, put tenants in them, and there you go. You have passive income coming your way, and you can just easily retire from that, right? So just think about that, guys. But a lot of people nowadays say that Bitcoin is the new real estate because a lot of people out there are in fact saying that Bitcoin is digital property. And I totally agree with them. I don't disagree with them. I agree with them. Okay, and a lot of people are in fact saying that Bitcoin is the better investment here than real estate. So people are saying that you should invest into Bitcoin than real estate. Okay, because the gains will be higher, right? But I understand with real estate, I feel like real estate is more for like passive income to make cash flow, right? But that's that. It's really up to you. Bitcoin is still a great investment. Staying with real estate, 100%, right? So it's very, very interesting. Okay, $5 million per coin by the year 2028. The Bitcoin halving. Okay, but I think it's going to be much longer than that. Now, if we think higher, let's think higher than 5 million, because we know Bitcoin one day will reach 10 million. So Michael Saylor, and we know Michael Saylor, he's obviously a Bitcoin maxi. He loves Bitcoin. Okay, he's very, very bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, and he got started to invest into Bitcoin in the year 2020, right? So he's not like a early investor, right? He sort of got into Bitcoin not that early, right? But we're still early in general. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, he got into Bitcoin in 2020, okay? And he's very, very bullish right now. You know, for the past 4 years, he has in fact been accumulating like over 200,000 Bitcoins, coming up to like 250,000 Bitcoins. This man right here is in fact going to be very, very wealthy. We already know Michael Saylor is wealthy already. You know, he's obviously a billionaire, okay? He's the CEO of MicroStrategy, and that company holds the largest amount of Bitcoins to date, I believe, right? Which is absolutely crazy. So understand, guys, this man right here, okay, he's very, very smart with his money. He believes in Bitcoin, okay, the Bitcoin system and whatnot, okay, and that's why he's investing a lot into Bitcoin. But Michael Saylor is saying here that one day we will potentially see Bitcoin reaching $10 million per coin. So that's higher than 5 mil, right? So $10 million per coin. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that, right? This is why, guys, I've been telling you guys to accumulate right now into Bitcoin, to buy one full Bitcoin right now while still cheap, while it's still below $100,000. We know very, very soon a bull run is coming, okay? And Bitcoin will reach in the six figs, 100K and over $100,000. So right now is the perfect time to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, okay? Right now, it's below $60,000 for one Bitcoin. And trust me, in the next few months, you're watching back at this video, most likely we're going to see Bitcoin over 100K. Now, I'm not saying if Bitcoin's at 100K, okay, and you want to invest in, you know, Bitcoin for long term and Bitcoin's at 100K, it's not too late, okay, because we know where Bitcoin is heading long term, right? It's going to reach 5 million to 10 million and over. It's going to reach millions of dollars per coin. Okay, so obviously if you invest into Bitcoin at 100K, it's not too late. Understand that, right? And here's a clip. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys this clip, but there is in fact a clip on YouTube that Michael Saylor is predicting that we will see Bitcoin to 10 million per coin. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this clip. If you haven't, you should definitely check it out. Now, Michael Saylor is not the only one that is predicting here that Bitcoin will reach $10 million per coin. It's also Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you guys haven't read that book, 100% read it. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, has truly changed my life and changed the way I think about money. It's an amazing book. I'm pretty sure we all have read it or heard about it. But yes, the author of that book, Robert Kiyosaki, okay, he is an investor into gold and silver and Bitcoin and real estate, right, and other assets. But he says here, okay, he made this tweet, this very, very long tweet, okay, and he tweeted this out on July, so a couple months back, right? Just last month, and he has said here on the bottom, gold possibly, you know, $15,000 an ounce, silver possibly $110 an ounce, and Bitcoin easily to $10 million per coin. Look at this, guys. This is coming from Robert Kiyosaki himself. Okay, you guys can just clearly see that. He says here, Bitcoin easily to $10 million per coin. It's all about patience here, guys, as he has said here. Okay, it's all about patience. Okay, and we will easily see Bitcoin reaching this price target, okay, of $10 million per coin. So this is why, guys, okay, owning one full Bitcoin can retire you in the future. Hold it for long term. If you are watching this video right now, okay, and you simply don't hold one full Bitcoin, but you're trying to get that, please don't stop. Keep stacking, guys. Okay, keep stacking stats, okay, and don't stop. Get that one Bitcoin, you know, get to that goal of owning and acquiring one full Bitcoin. Don't stop. And let's just say, right, you finally accumulated one full Bitcoin. Does that mean you should stop stacking? No. Keep stacking, guys. Okay, keep stacking your Satoshis, please. Okay, if you accumulated one, get to two, get to three, get to 5 Bitcoins, right? You will easily, okay, retire with simply just one Bitcoin, guys. Easily. And if you hold more than one full Bitcoin, then you're gonna live comfortably, you know, in the future, right? Especially long term. So hold your Bitcoins for long term, guys. Okay. You know, with jobs nowadays, when you apply for jobs and you have a retirement fund, okay, obviously a percentage of your paycheck will in fact go to that retirement fund, but it doesn't do anything, guys. Understand that, right? So understand you should really treat instead, this is what you guys should do, treat Bitcoin like a retirement fund. It's your retirement fund. I told you guys, you should treat Bitcoin like it's your own savings account. It's the same thing with a retirement fund, okay? So put your money into Bitcoin. Now, this is obviously not financial advice. Always do own research, guys, but this is just personally my opinion, and I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me on this one, right? Treat Bitcoin like it's a savings account, a retirement account, okay? And you will see the gains, okay? The gains will come to you. Bitcoin is the future of money, is the future, okay? Store value, okay? Hardest asset out there, limited supply. Just think about it. The Bitcoin price will obviously skyrocket. And we are already seeing a lot of people getting into the Bitcoin space. A lot of these institutions, like, for example, BlackRock, they're buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. They own 1% of Bitcoins, of the supply of Bitcoins. Think about that. Crazy. Marcus Saylor is buying, okay, a lot of people with that are wealthy already are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Whales are buying. They understand a bull run is coming right now. And of course, the future is going to be absolutely amazing for Bitcoin. So understand, guys, all you need is one Bitcoin to retire. If you really think about it, $5 million can retire you. $10 million can easily retire you to live comfortably. Okay. But obviously, you got to be smart with that money, right? So that's that, guys. This video is not financial advice. Please understand that, guys. Okay. So let me go ahead and buy some more Bitcoin. Okay, so today is in fact DCA day, and I do in fact, every like week or every 2 weeks, every fortnight, I do go ahead and buy some more Bitcoin. So today I am in fact going to be investing 2,600 into Bitcoin, and I'll be getting almost 3% of a Bitcoin. So that's the amount of Bitcoins that I'll be getting, and it's almost 3% of a Bitcoin. So 0.029. Okay, almost 0.03. So that's great. Confirm buy. And there we have it, guys. I just invested more into Bitcoin. I am continuing to stack more Bitcoin, and I hope you guys watching this video right now are in fact continuing to buy more Bitcoin for your future self. Do this for long term, okay? Don't do this for short term. Understand Bitcoin is a great asset to invest in for long term, okay? Play it in the long term run. Okay, don't do it for short term, do it for long term, guys. Okay, so please understand that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Okay, continue to buy Bitcoin, continue to stack Bitcoin, get to 1 Bitcoin, and this 1 Bitcoin will easily retire you in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.